Cowboy fans and YouTubers? It's that VA Dallas Cowboy fan coming back at you. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting down below. I make these videos for me and you, and they're a little therapeutic, you know? Guess the neighbors are putting a shed in the backyard. So, to sum it up, Dak Prescott says he is happy to still be a Cowboy. He's happy to be getting ready for the season. He kind of knew this whole franchise tag thing might play out like this, so he wasn't worried. But we fans were worried, and that's what we came up with. But hey, he's happy. He's ready for the season, or getting ready for the season. I'm happy for him. But in other news, as the Cowboys and everybody get set for training camps, is that the NFLPA has said that 72 players have tested positive for COVID-19. We don't know what the sample size is. We don't know who the players are. We don't know from which teams they are. It was already confirmed beforehand that, you know, Zeke Elliott, Von Miller, and others had tested positive before, and that they were doing fine now, and that 7 teams have been acknowledging that they have COVID-19 cases. But other than that, there hasn't been anything, you know, too extraneous, too blown up, you know, to stop them from starting training camp on time. The NFLPA and NFL will be having a conference call tomorrow on Friday to, you know, try to finally hash out some guidelines for testing and other safety precaution and guidelines as they move forward. Because, let's face it, if Plan A doesn't work, I don't know if the NFL has a Plan B, because we don't have the benefit of a bubble like the NBA. We don't have, you know, set sites where they can just all stay like the baseball. They travel. Excuse me. The NFL is a whole different beast, and trying to sit back and wait for other sports to figure it out is not going to behoove them much longer. Aside from the positive cases, the travel restrictions, the guidelines, the new masks, if you haven't seen them, it's basically a clear visor and then like a mouth protection guard also in the mask behind the bars. But, you know, we say, how is that going to help when you're bleeding, sweating, and, you know, grappling other men? So it's not going to be too much protection unless you're sneezing. But we'll have to see how it goes. I'm not sure if they realize it, but, you know, training camp's around the corner, and y'all haven't even figured out guidelines yet, which is ridiculous. You think you'd have figured this out before you told everybody that it's going to go on as planned. They have discussed the opt-out option. The NFL wants some kind of set date to where if you're involved in the season, you're involved in the season. There's no way you can go in the season, see something's going on, and then opt out. They're trying to stop that from happening because, of course, that's their money. They don't want star players to bounce on them halfway through the season just because they get scared. Let's see, they're looking at a stipend of $250,000 or $500,000 to like level it off in case the season doesn't go fully in. They're trying to still play players, you know, some kind of money, but they're also trying to level it off so in the end the salary cap situation won't be as strenuously killed because they paid out millions and millions and millions of dollars towards players and they didn't finish the season. But we'll have to see what kind of agreement they could come up with. Basically, the NFLPA is like a whole different beast to the NFL when it comes to negotiations than the NBA and the NBAPA. The NBAPA and the NBA work together congruently a lot on a lot of issues, and that's why a lot of stuff that happens for them seems to flow. It works. They sit together and hash stuff out a lot quicker than the NFL. NFL seems to pussyfoot around, bullshit each other, talk about each other in the media, make each other look like the bad guys, and then in the end, stupid stuff happens. They can't settle. The players get screwed. The owners get all the leverage. That's usually what happens. In other news, apparently there's some kind of report coming out on the Washington football team that's supposed to be like earth-shattering, but these are all rumors. I know I've heard the rumors about the Costa Rican trip with the cheerleaders, that they were used to be escorts for, you know, high-priced people, VIPs, princes, stuff like that. They've taken photo shoots naked, and a lot of the cheerleaders broke their NDAs, their non-disclosure agreements, to tell people this stuff happens behind the scenes. We don't know what the report is really about. Some people have wondered why 2 of your senior personnel scouting were fired suddenly, and your longtime voice of the team and some kind of executive, VP, something, decided to retire all of a sudden. You had no fanfare, no Twitter message, no nothing about the guy. He's been with the organization almost 20 years, and it's a blip. Like, something's going down. As you know, all the minority owners are trying to get the hell out of Dodge, but for some reason, they can't even sell their shares in the team. Nobody wants it. Nobody's going to buy them out. And of course, Dan Snyder has been steadfast in his ways, and if it wasn't for financial reasons, he'd have never changed that name. So it's funny how
press Uconnect phone button to answer.
A lot of stuff is going on with the Washington team right now.
Call rejected.
We don't know what exactly is going on. We don't know what this report is about, but there's other things that came out that said the reason people were fired because of some sexual harassment stuff. Some said that Dan Snyder is involved in some kind of sex trafficking and all this other stuff with the cheerleaders and whatnot. So who knows? A lot of stuff is that it doesn't involve the players. It involves executives and higher ups inside the organization, the management, front office, but it has nothing to do with the players. So Lord knows if whatever they come out is true. The rumors are swirling that they're trying to get Dan Snyder out as the owner of the Washington football team. I don't know who he pissed off to have all this stuff hit all of a sudden, but some people are saying it's Bruce Allen getting revenge, and some other people who have been fired blowing back at Dan Snyder. But yeah, it's not looking good if any of these reports are true. And people are not going to cry for him because, as he stated in his own statement about changing the nickname, he prioritized who he really cares about when he said sponsors, fans, community. In that order. Twice. So that shows you who he's really worried about. So other than that, it's a pretty good day. Everybody has had their outrage. Everybody has now moved on, hopefully. Hey, you play balls out, you get paid. You know, all you can do is get better, right? So hopefully we have a full season to even make the argument that you're in the top 10 or wherever people place you and you're worth the money next offseason. So that's it on Dak. That's it on the Washington football team for now. And that's it on the news around the NFL for now. Until something else major breaks, y'all have a good day. Stay safe. And I see Tiger Woods is playing in the Memorial this weekend. Go Tiger. All right. Y'all have a good day. DA Dallas Cowboy fan, out.